Hi everyone, welcome back to another crochet tutorial with Phamilicious's Creation. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how I did this Amigurumi Sailor Mars. If you haven't seen yet my other Amigurumi dolls, this is the Sailor Moon and then the Sailor Mercury. I put the link down in my description box below. You can check the pattern. But this time I'm going to show you how I did the pattern for this Amigurumi Sailor Mars. So if you're new in this channel, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell button to be notified in my next video. If you want to see how I did the steps that I make, please continue watching and let's get started. Okay, to start this project, I'm going to start with the red yarn, and then again I'm going to use this 3mm hook. So first the legs. Row 1 is start with the magic ring. So into the magic ring I'm going to make 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then pull out the tail. So row 2 is 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and another 1 next stitch. The next 2 stitches increase, 2 single crochet same stitch, so another 2 single crochet same stitch, and then last 2 stitches 1 single crochet, 1 and 2. So for row 2 you should have 8 stitches. Row 3 is I'm going to change the yarn into skin color yarn. So insert your hook into the next stitch and then make a slip stitch. Okay, so row 3 is next 2 stitches 1 single crochet, both loops 1 and 2, and then next 2 stitches decrease. I'm going to decrease 2 times. So when you make your decrease, I'm going to insert my hook only at the back loop. So you should have 3 loops all together. Another decrease next 2 stitches, and then last 2 stitches 1 single crochet. So 1 and then 1 another 1 single crochet where I did my slip stitch. So the stitch is row 4 to 11, 8 rounds of 1 single crochet with this skin color yarn. So again 1 single crochet each stitch. You should have 6 stitches each round, so go ahead, do your 1 single crochet 8 rounds. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Done with my 8 rounds of 1 single crochet with the skin color yarn, and then row 12 and 13 I'm going to change my yarn again into red yarn. So insert your hook, next stitch, and then do a slip stitch. So row 12 and 13 is one single crochet each stitch around. You still have 6 stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can now cut the skin color yarn, and the next is I'm going to put stuffing inside. Okay, so done with my stuffing. Next row is I'm going to connect the legs together. So I'm going to start at the back and then one single crochet each stitch until I reach the middle part, and then connect to the other leg. So I'm going to use a marker and then one single crochet next 6 stitches. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
and then I'm going to connect into other legs. So insert your hook, next stitch, so one single crochet again next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then instead of doing your next stitch, I'm going to insert my hook into this loop and then pull out, and then do your regular one single crochet. So 4, and then next stitch 5, and then 6. So then connecting the 2 legs together for row 15, you should have 12 stitches. Now next row is row 16. I'm going to make another one single crochet around with these 2 legs. So again 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put again more stuffing inside. Okay, done putting stuffing inside. So next row is row 17. I'm going to change the yarn again. This time I'm going to use the white yarn. So 2, 1 slip stitch. Row 17 is one single crochet each stitch around, so you should have 12 stitches, but this time I'm going to work at the back loop only. So put your hook inside at the back loop and do 1 single crochet each stitch around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next row is row 18 to 20, 3 rounds of 1 single crochet with the white yarn. Before that, I'm going to cut the red yarn. So put your marker and do your 3 rounds of 1 single crochet around. Okay, done with the 3 rounds of 1 single crochet with the white yarn. Then next row is row 21. So row 21 is next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet, 1 and 2, then decrease next 2 stitches. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row, you should have 9 stitches, 1 and 2, then decrease. Next row is row 22, 1 single crochet into the first stitch and then decrease next 2 stitches. Repeat that around. At the end of the row, you should have 6 stitches, 1 and decrease, 1 and decrease. Okay, next is I'm going to put more stuffing inside. So for the head, I'm going to change the yarn again into skin color yarn. So insert your hook next stitch and then change the yarn into skin color yarn. Okay, so slip stitch. For row 23, I'm going to increase the stitches around, so 12 stitches at the end of the row. So 1 and 2 single crochet, same stitch. Okay, so you can now cut the white yarn and then put it back inside. Next row is row 24, 1 single crochet into the first stitch and then increase next stitch, 2 single crochet. Okay, so repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row, you should have 18 stitches, 1 and then 2. Next row is row 25, next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet, 1 and 2, then increase next stitch. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row, you should have 24 stitches. Row is row 26, next 3 stitches, 1 single crochet, 1, 2 and 3. Then next is increase, 2 single crochet, same stitch. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row you should have 30 stitches. Okay, next row is row 27 to 30. 4 rounds of 1 single crochet each stitch. Each round you should have 30 stitches. So go ahead to your 4 rounds of 1 single crochet, and then I get back once I'm done with my 4 rounds. So done with my 4 rounds of 1 single crochet. Next row is row 31. Next 3 stitches, 1 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Then next 2 stitches, decrease. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row you should have 24 stitches. Next row is row 32. Next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet, and then decrease next 2 stitches. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row you should have 18 stitches. Is row 33. 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and then decrease next 2 stitches. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row you should have 12 stitches, and then after that you can put more stopping inside for the head, and then using a yarn needle close the rest of the hole. So you can now cut the yarn and then leave a long tail for sewing. Then now for row 34, I'm going to decrease the stitches around. So now for the arms, I'm going to start with the white yarn. So row 1 is start with the magic ring and then 6 single crochet into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull out the tail. Next row is row 2 to 5. 4 rounds of 1 single crochet each stitch. So go ahead do your 4 rounds of 1 single crochet. Each round you should have 6 stitches. Three, 4, 5, and 6. Done with the 4 rounds of 1 single crochet. Next row I'm going to change the yarn into skin color yarn. So then make 1 slip stitch. Next row is row 6 to 7. I'm going to make 1 single crochet each stitch. So 3 rounds of 1 single crochet. You still have 6 stitches each round. Go ahead do your 3 rounds of 1 single crochet. and then using a red yarn, make a knot at the end of the tail, insert your needle, and then bring at the back. So from there I'm going to wrap it around between the two colors of the arm, and then insert again into the same stitch. After that's secure, so do few more stitches. Okay, done with the body. Then now I'm going to make the details. So start with the collar. For the collar I'm going to use the red yarn, and then I'm going to chain 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after chaining 18, skip the first stitch and then do 1 single crochet each stitch back to the other side, so 17 single crochet. Then after that, fasten up and leave a tail for sewing. And then after that, I'm going to attach like that. Okay, the next is I'm going to make the skirt. So for the skirt, I'm working to this front loop line. I'm going to start at the back. So insert your hook into the first front loop line, and then do 1 single crochet. So row 1 is 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and then increase next stitch. So 2 single crochet, same stitch, and then repeat that all the way around. 1, and then increase, 1, and then increase. Then you can now cut the rest of the red yarn. So continue 1 single crochet and then increase next stitch. Next row, I'm going to connect the stitch. So next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet. So connect your stitch, 1, and then another 1 single crochet next stitch. So 2 single crochet. The next stitch I'm going to increase, 2 single crochet, same stitch. Repeat that all the way around. So next 2 stitches again, 1 single crochet, and then increase next stitch, 1 and 2. Then next I'm going to increase the edge of the stitches to create the wave. So row 3 I'm going to make 2 single crochet same stitch, so increase all the way around, 1 2, and increase again and increase again. Okay, and then I'm going to hide the end stitch under the skirt. Okay, so for the bow I'm going to use this blue yarn. I'm going to chain 20, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20. Then cut your yarn. I'm going to hide the end stitch in both sides. Okay, so then hiding the end stitch in both sides. Yeah, now I'm going to make the bow, so make a cross and then bring at the back the other side, so to create the loop, and then attach in the middle of the collar. Then I'm going to use red yarn. So done with the body and the details. Next is I'm going to make the hair. I'm going to use black yarn. So start by making a magic ring. So row 1 magic ring and then 6 single crochet into the magic ring. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So pull out the tail. Then I'm going to put the marker. Next row I'm going to increase the stitches around, so 2 single crochet each stitch. 1, and then another 1 same stitch. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row you should have 12 stitches. Okay, put your marker, row 3. I'm going to make 1 single crochet into the first stitch and then increase next stitch. So 2 single crochet, same stitch. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row you should have 18 stitches. Okay, next row, row 4. Next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet, 1 and 2. Then increase next stitch, so 2 single crochet, same stitch. Repeat that all the way around. At the end of the row you should have 24 stitches. Then next is row 5. I'm going to increase the next 12 stitches. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So put the marker there. So row 5, I'm going to make 2 single crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, done with my 12 increase. So you should have 24 stitches, and these 24 stitches will be the back side of the hair. Okay, so to the rest 12 stitches I'm going to make the bangs. So I'm going to make 6 strands of hair for the bangs. So first I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch and then chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then skip the first stitch, 2, 3 slip stitch into the next 3 stitches, 2 and 3. Then last 3 stitches, 1 single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Then slip stitch next stitch, and then another slip stitch next stitch to start again the new strands of hair. So chain 7 again, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then again skip the first stitch and then slip stitch next 3 stitches and single crochet 1 last 3 stitches. Then slip stitch next stitch and another slip stitch to start new hair strand. Okay, now I'm working again at the back side of the hair. So you should have 24 stitches. So to start the long hair strand, I'm going to make first the slip stitch into the next stitch and then chain 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25. So after chaining 25, I'm going to skip the first stitch and then do 1 slip stitch into the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the rest of the stitches, 1 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18, and 19. Then slip stitch next stitch, and then another slip stitch next stitch to start a new hair strand. And then repeat the pattern until you reach the last stitch, at least 12 hair strands, so 12 long hair strands for the back. So go ahead, do your rest of the hair strands, and then I'll get back to you once I'm done with the hair. Okay, so done with all of my long hair strands. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 long hair strands for the back. So I'm going to put out the marker, and then I'm going to leave a long tail that I'll be using for sewing. done with the hair. Now I'm going to make the base. So before I'm going to make the eyes, I want to put first the long straight headband. So using a yellow yarn. Oops, alay. Okay, after this yellow straight line, I'm going to make a small red in the middle. So again, I'm going to repeat. And then the eyes, so I'm going to use this small black yarn. Going to start so this is the middle part, and then I'm going to start here and then trying to create the shape of the eyes that I want to do. So I want like that. I want to insert my needle here and then bring here. So when I put my stitch here, I'm going to create the curl. So first here and then bring out. There. Okay. Then I'm going to insert again the needle into the same stitch, and then I'm going to bring here, so insert out here the needle. So again, same stitch, and then bring out here. So bring out here to the side. Then again, insert into the same stitch in the middle. Like that, and then repeat that again into the other side. And then for the lips, I'm going to use again red yarn, and then Okay, and then so this how it turns out with my Amigurumi Sailor Mars creation. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye!